I believe that's the first start we need to start. We have to jumpstart and create an example that can then replicate somewhere else.
Wow, that's very interesting. And I know viewers at home and people in the community will be able to really, understand what your vision is for the county. Now, let's move a little bit to culture and see the diverse, talk about the diversity as a strength in this area. But as an individual who is lived in this county for a long time, in terms of the diversity or in terms of the composition, how will you be able to tap some of these resources from the different diverse organization or diverse component of the society to make sure you're able to deliver on your goals?
Well, again, I have a community planning background,
right,
and that allows me to engage with diverse groups. If you looked at my resume, you will know that my job in terms of doing sector plans, community plans, allows you to get involved with stakeholder groups that are very diverse.
right.
In every community where we do a plan, we do a socioeconomic analysis to find out who lives there. What are the issues, what are the challenges, and how we can overcome them. That's how we set goals, how we're going to address the issues. So if I were to take a community which we're working on, we take it a pilot community.
Okay.
We will begin by analyzing who lives there. The census tract will tell you in terms of the different people who live there.
Right.
It gives you a sense of what age breakdown those people have, the income levels they have, and then a sense of diversity. Are there other cultures in there that may not come out easily, and we have to prop to do things to get them to be on the table? Right. So those are the things that we do when we get into a community. First of all, my goal is to, how do I deal with education problems? I'm recommending mentoring. And mentoring is something that we need to strengthen our involvement at home to get the kids prepared to be in school. Right. I'm looking at the civic association in every community. Every community that is in this county either has a homeowner association or a civic association. Each one of those structure already exists. I will be working with civic association and homeowner association if I get elected for them to create a mentoring program within their communities. That would allow every kid in that neighborhood to have access to somebody who can help them succeed if they are having issues.
Well, interesting. That's we're going to take you more on that, because I guess that's impact each family.
Yes.
Either they're immigrant family or they are right here
exactly.
in the United States, because that is charity, they say, begins at home. So it's very important that the future leaders are given the opportunity
yes.
and groom them towards
yes.
Becoming responsible adults. We're going to talk more further about your goals again, because that's very critical. And in the next few weeks, we'll really be able to determine this. How do you think, as an individual who has lived, how do you differentiate yourself from the other candidates?
Oh, that is very interesting. Number one, I am the only candidate among all the candidates who really understands what the county council is called to do. As I mentioned earlier, the county council has two main functions. They act as a district council when they act on zoning. They also act on as the Board of Health when they act on health matters. Those are two critical functions of the district council. I'm the only candidate who knows very well how those two work. 2/3 of the deliberations of the county council had to do with land use and zoning. I am the only candidate who understands land use and zoning and has delivered on land use and zoning more than 2/3 of the county for the last 22 years. No other candidate has that experience. And that's why I said, if I get elected, on day one, I will be ready to deliver, because I have the expertise, I have the experience, I've done the work, taken the work to planning board and county council back to back several times. So I know how it works. That's what distinguishes me from other candidates.
Wow, thank you very much. It's okay, and I know viewers at home as well, listening to you, and obviously make that decision from there. In terms of multicultural society, I still talk about that because the goal of our program, again, is to share with the community about the different multicultural that rests right here. In the county right now, I've been able to do a research to see the setup. How will you be able to use your new office, so to speak, in really creating a structure, creating an interaction, a continuous conversation between now who are the participants in the community and how they will be able to create their input? Because getting their input is very, very important to be able to let them know how that you feel their pain, or let them know that you really understand them, especially from that background.
If elected, I will use every skill that I have as a community planner, to engage every resident in District 6. Because the first layer of information for me is to know where they are, who lives in this district, and what cultures do they bring. I am proposing to institute a cultural day, Cultural Appreciation Day for District 6, that brings all the cultures out. Before I get there, I will evaluate the entire District 6. How many countries are represented in District 6? No other candidate is talking about this except me. We want to find out all those strengths we have with the different shades of cultures that we have. That's the first layer. You got to know where they are, how many countries are here, what cultures they bring with them, what challenges they have, what issues they have that nobody else is talking about them, and how can we help them to make them a whole piece of District 6 and be on the table for decision making. That's my first cut. I want to know who they are, where they are, how many cultures they are, and then evaluate the issues and begin engage each one of them for discussion.
Wow, that's interesting. So viewers at home, we have a upcoming partnership there because our program is called Global Culture. So obviously we will be there in the trenches to make sure that whatever activities is being beamed in on this channel. So again, viewers at home, thank you again. We still have our guest, Mrs. Christine Osei. She's the candidate for District 6 in the Prince George's County. We've been talking about our experience, our family background, professional calling, and even our current interest in running for the Council 6 office. So at this time, we're going to just ask one more question before we go to our announcement, because we have spent so much time today, is what is your message for someone watching you at home right now?
If you are watching me at home, I would like to say two things. If you live in District 6, please, and you're registered to vote, go and vote on September 20th. And make sure, whoever you vote for, I hope it's me, because I am the best candidate for the job, as I said earlier. Review everybody's background, understand before you vote. Two things. If you don't live in District 6 and you're interested in the political process, contact me, look at my information, and volunteer to help. I think you'll benefit a lot.
Thank you very much. And viewers at home, we've been able to bring you one of the candidates for today, and someone who has really have a diverse culture. Hopefully we'll be able to, get to other candidates to be able to bring them to you. At this time, we have some few announcements because right here at our Global Culture, we like to share information about what's going on cultural in the community, not only in the city of Bowie, in the Prince George's County, state of Maryland, around the U.S., even beyond around the world, because that's our goal right here. September has been actually be confirmed as the African Heritage Month, so to speak. So there are tons of African-based focused events coming up. Even tonight, starting, there will be a reception in the capital, actually, that is being organized for the African ambassador, so to speak. So that will be between 6 p.m. And 8 p.m. at the Rayburn House at the capital. Also, we have the Nigerian diaspora is actually collaborating with Constituency for Africa. So they will be having some numerous events this month. On the 14th, they will be having a World Bank African Diaspora Day, whereby they will be having discussion about the interest in Africa for those who live right here, and also other commitment they have. This is the big one right here. On the 23rd, actually, they will be hosting some of the biggest presidents from other African countries. They will be right here in D.C. as well. So you should be able to check out their website as well to get their information. Finally, I have the Afrique fundraising for change. So these are the group of young people who are actually willing to really put their energy together for positive impact. They will be hosting the fundraiser actually in Silver Spring from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. The address is 3300 Briggs Cheney Road, that is in Silver Spring. So there are a couple of other events. So viewers at home, just to let you know, we are now on Facebook, Global Culture TV. So check us out right there. Go and like our program, send your comments, and we'll be surely make sure that we improve our program. Mrs. Christine Osei, we thank you so much for joining us today. We've had a really good time, and we hope you for the best in your contest.
Thank you very much for having me.
viewers at home, this is the end of another segment of Global Culture. This is a fantastic program that brings information about even your neighbor, people you don't know, but you realize that they are from other culture. So when you hear somebody speak differently, dress differently, look differently, talk to them, because you never know. There may be something you're going to learn from them. So that's why we are bringing this show every week, to be able to share information about this. Share information about what's going on in the community so that you can be involved, so that you can be engaged in different areas. Thank you again. I really appreciate you, and see you next time.
Ajole dun ko dàbí ilé la bọ́ sí mi oko.
Àwílò lòǹgògbà, gàtù, gánà.
This one goes to all my fellow Africans living far away and away from their hometowns. My home. I'm an African in America. I miss Africa, motherland. I'm missing home, 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 my sweet home. My home.
Oh, my home. My home.
When shall I see my home?
Chickadee-bong.
When shall I see my native land? I will never forget my home.
Chickadee-gong.
Ajole dun ko dàbí ilé la bọ́ sí mi oko.
Àwílò lòǹgògbà, gàtù, gánà.
This one goes to all my fellow Africans living far away